making had to make a bracelet just like that. And it's super easy. It might take like 5-10 minutes. It takes me very quick. The first day it took me like around 15 minutes. And yeah, I just made this one today. It's my 3rd day making it. I'm gonna show you how. Alright? So you're gonna need your few colors. You're gonna need a lot. Okay, so I'm going to be using purple, white, and yellow. I'm going to be using these 3 colors. Those are all the colors I need. So take it. Wait, let me put these away now. I don't know why I have. Oh yeah, because I was making a. I have a. You can use any color. Okay, so you're gonna need one of these. You can use a crocheting one if you want, but I'm using the bracelet one. Looming bracelet.
It's very Ripley.
Cool. Wait, right? No, here's my favorite. Okay. And then this one, you need this. And I'm using one. Each row has 13 on it, and then 13 on each one. So I'm using that. Okay. So let's get started. Alright. And so the one we're making is the triple single, and we're not making the single only. We're just making the triple single. So when you make the single part for around it, it's not the same as just the single. So you're gonna have to, follow it. But I know how to make it. So yeah. We're only using these 2 colors more for like this part, and for the round band, we're gonna be using white. And I'm using crazy loom bracelet making things, and then a lighter purple if you're wondering. And then it comes with these S things to take hold on to it, but I'm using C, or you can use S if you want, or C, whatever. I'm using that. Okay. So we're not gonna need white for now. Let me just put these whites away. We're not gonna be using them for now because put this to the side. We'll be using them in a little bit though. He's in the office. So you're gonna get your band, and the first you're gonna keep it down. The long part on the bottom with the extra one, is supposed to be facing towards you. And the empty spot right there, is supposed to be facing like anything like over there. And this is supposed to be here. Okay, so you're gonna grab a few of your bands. Okay. So, just gonna put them on 2, and it should look like that. There you go. It should fit 2. And then put on the next row like that. It should look like that. And then next you're gonna be using yellow or whatever. Next I'm gonna put yellow. You guys can use whatever color you want. I'm gonna use 3. And you're gonna put them on top. So you're like, okay. So if you're like you're gonna mess up if you put it on the next one there. And then you leave that big gap right there. No, you're gonna take that out actually. Look at that. They're doing double. PS. Okay, so you're gonna put one part on top of the purple right there, and then put it in the next front. You're gonna keep doing that each time you put it on in front. You're always gonna put them on top of it. Every time you make it, you always have to do that. And you're gonna on top. See, so it shouldn't be on top of each other like how it is there. There you go. And you're just going to keep going back and forth. Right? And then I'll be back when we're done. After you finish, it should turn out like that. So yeah, this part we're making right now is actually this, like that part, and not the around it. Okay, so after, you're not going to be needing these no more. That was just for like getting on the top. So you're not going to be needing them more. Unless you're doing, if you're going to need them, if you're doing like those two, your colors, on the way for this. But like I said, I'm not going to need those no more. You can, but I'm not going to need those no more because I'm using white for this. The band around it. The single band. Okay, so I'm not going to be needing these anymore. So I can actually put them away. Go. So I'm going to be using white. Okay. So now we're going to use the white. And you're going to need a few of them. And for this part, you're going to actually put the band. And this part should always still be facing like down. Alright. And so you're going to skip this part right here because you're not going to need it. You're actually going to start on the next one right there. And it should be straight at the top and curve in the bottom. And you're going to be reaching that all the way to the top. When I mean top, I mean like don't skip this one out, reach it from all the way down. So it should be really quick. Putting these on. There we go. And then after you have it down, you're going to flip it over this time. This is the part that gets people confused. So this part will be like that. You're going to grab this, whatever. Like I said, you can use a crocheting stick, or you can use one of the looming bracelets ones. I'm using the Wonder looming bracelet one. So yeah. And then you're going to grab your stick. The hook should actually be facing the other place. It shouldn't be facing you. It should, the back part, like there, where you can't see the hook, it should be facing you. So you're going to put that right there. Put it through, because it should be empty on the back. There. You're going to put it right through there. Go down. And you're going to push the top band. You're going to push all of them. You're going to push all of it until you get to the bottom. Don't push the bottom one. You're going to lift the bottom one actually up. And lift it up and put it onto the next one. Like that. Oh, see. Okay, I'm gonna grab it there, yeah, and then put it on top. So it should be like that. Next one. Next one, you're just gonna lift up the bottom, that, and put it onto the one right in front of it. There you go. You're gonna keep doing that to each one until you finish. And I'll be back when I finish that. And it should go by quick. And before you finish it, I want to tell you, look, you're not going to start here then, because you're going to mess up. You're not going to start at the next one and go next one. You're actually going to use this one, this hole right here. You know how it's already like right there, you see it, how it's already there? You're going to go through the same one that is already hooped. Go through, push out all of them, and get the bottom one. And pull it out. And you're going to keep doing that. So look, I'm going to do... So look, should look like that. Going all together. And you're going to keep doing it on each row, okay? We'll be back when you're done. Seconds of looping all of these on one row. Now, it's going to take you probably like, a minute or so, or like 5 minutes. It shouldn't take you that long, though. 5 minutes for this. It shouldn't. It'll take you at least 1 to 5 minutes to at least do this. Just to do each row. So it'd be like 3 minutes to do the whole thing. For at least start, like I did. But it took me 30 seconds, to do one row. So yeah, let's keep doing it. The same thing on each row. Like exact same thing. It's not going to be anything different, so yeah, I'm just going to have to keep going. And this is not speed up. After the next one, I'll show you. Okay, I finished doing that one, then the next row, and so yeah, the next time I play it, I'm gonna already be starting this so you can count down how much it took me. It should take me about like 30 seconds like I said. 3, 2, 1. If it doesn't take me 30 seconds, it's because one of the loops ain't working. I don't know why. Remember I said about? Oh my god.
Daddy,
Yeah.
can you put the side thing up?
Well, leave it.
Okay.
I wasn't reading just two.
Okay. So I guess it took me 1 minute. Yeah, because apparently one of the holes weren't going through. Don't know why, but it's okay. So after that, lift up all of these. Lift up all of them to the top. This is the tricky part. Okay. So you're gonna lift up one side with your hook, and you're gonna take it out like that. You need to put it to the middle. It should be to the middle like that. Do that exactly with the other side. This part's tricky. And then you're gonna grab a white part, but don't use it. Your body uses it in like 5 seconds. Okay, so you're gonna put your hook through the hole all the way to the bottom and lift it up. Oh no, don't lift it up. Just put it all the way here and the hook should be sticking out there. Then you're going to put the string right against the hook and pull back. And just go under all of it again and go through the middle. So there should be 2 parts. You're going to put the other part of the string on top of the hook, so both should be like that. Then you're going to push it all the way to back here. Now this one, you need to be super careful on or you can snap it. So you need to pull it out. Bless you. You need to pull it out. This one's tricky, like I said. You pull it out so it doesn't snap. Be super careful. Okay. So apparently mine did not snap. Well, it kind of did, but it didn't break or anything. I know, that always happens. I'm trying to fix it because I'm learning still. So, I'm just trying to not make it that bad. There you go. Should be, a little bit better. Right, there you go. Now this part is pretty easy. It should be quick. You're gonna grab as much your spins as you want. I'm gonna be doing 6 today. That's the right size. So this part gets me confused. So I just need to make sure I'm doing it right. Okay, so I'm doing 6. Start it like that. This should be on top. And I'm going to put a loop around both. Then I'm going to put another loop around both. Then put another loop. And another loop. And another loop. In this part you won't need any more bands. Take them away. Alright. So now, like that. Can I finish this real quick? Alright, so you're going to pull out this part gently. Then you're going to put it right on here. So it should be like that. And then you'll do the same thing. Remember, put it through, grab the bottom, and loop it around. Loop it around. Looped it around. Looped it around. Alright, after you have all looped it around, you're going to lift the last few parts, grab your S or C. I'm using C like I said. Then, pull it out. And put the C right there. This part is a little bit hard. Almost there. There. Now you're going to just gently pull it out. Take out the hoop. Grab the C. There. Grab this part right there. Attach it to the other part of the C. Or S. Put it right there. Yeah, there's your bracelet. Take a bracelet. should fit. Oops, I put it wrong. That's how to make the bracelet. And now